So right here?
Yeah, come up here. Go for it.
Well, you wake up in the morning from a groggy sleep at 11 o'clock a.m. after maybe a doozy. And you go and you have a breakfast of champions of a Denny's quadruple stacked cheese sandwich where they have the mozzarella sticks in it. And your body tells you an hour and a half later, I hate you. Why did you do this to me? Well, that's what I did yesterday. And never again, because if you never trust Denny's to handle your breakfast for you ever again, or a lot of places for that matter. But there's other things you can do in your day. You know, you can sit back, you can play video games, watch TV, I'm sure we all do. But you can, just take the little bit of time in your day to perhaps read a chapter in a book you were kind of interested in, maybe not interested in. Maybe call that person you were thinking about talking to a week ago, maybe a friend of yours who came out of contact. You have your little 15-minute talk with them. Maybe you meet for coffee later, and you'll be glad you did. And it's just so many things you can do in your day that just blindside you. Whether or not you want to, whether or not you get up in your day and you fit into your routine, it seems like so much time taken out of your day to make sure you're healthy, to make sure you can do all these things, but just taking the 5 seconds out of your day to perhaps take that cup out of your car so it doesn't become a convoluted, filthy mess at the end of the month, where you're spending the next 15 minutes like, oh crap, someone important's going to be in my car, scrambling to the garbage can. But instead, it's about taking little things in your day, every day. And that's what I try to do, and that's how I spend my day today.
You're allowed to remain inside.
Oh, okay.
So approach the day first. Thomas, you all right? You stand right here. That's what I did. That's what I did, Thomas.
That's what I did. Telling someone no. I have found myself in the past to be kind of a pushover, and I honestly do not like people taking advantage of me. I have found in the past that people would just use me, hey, I want to borrow your car. And I swear to God, I'll put gas in it. I need to move down the block. Oh yeah, sure, here are my keys and everything. Oh, a car's on E and there's a dent in the door. Great. Thank you so much. And over the years, I have stood up to myself to where it's just like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not going to help you anymore. I'm sorry, you've used me and you've totally taken advantage of me. And I feel like this friendship has just been on your side. You only can talk to me or text me whenever you need something. We never ever really hung out. And that's when I decided to cut you off and turn into somebody that I used to know. And so that's what I did, is I cut off ties with a friend who was taking advantage of me.
You are allowed to stay inside. That's what I did. That's what I did. Come on up.
The other night, I went out to eat with a couple of my friends, and we decided that we were going to go to Fox and Goose. So we met there, about 7:30, and we wanted to go at 7:30 because they have live music at 9. But if you show up after 9, you have to pay a cover charge. So we're like, all right, 7:30, we're gonna go get a table there, hang out. And so we decided to go. And when we got there, we were, of course, waiting around for the stragglers, the couple people of the group that are always late, you know. And as we sat around, we decided that we were going to tell stories. And my friend started off on this hilarious story about how she was in class and she was coming up to give a presentation. And the moment she got up to the front row, she tripped over the leg of the desk on the corner and fell in front of the whole class. And as she did, of course, everyone laughed, and she kind of got up and brushed herself off. And the teacher kind of recovered from her a little bit, and she came up and she gave the speech. And after the speech, the teacher came up and told a story about her. And on her first speech, she did the same thing. She said, "That's what I did." But now she's a professor and she teaches here and she's doing really well. And even though she tripped on her first time coming up to give a speech, now she has totally used that experience to be a learning experience. And that really encouraged my friend. And when she told this story, that also encouraged me.
Thank you, Caleb. Please stand by you. Please stand by you. That's what I did. That's what I did.
That's what I did.
Hold on.
I'm still learning here, so it's nice. That's what I did. Shoot. I don't know how you guys are with language here, but I guess I'll learn is, that's what I did makes me think about, that's what I do when I made mistakes, fucked up a lot. That's what I did. Hindsight's always 20/20. But when I work with a lot of clients, doing what I do as a coach, talk about things that we hold on to and the mistakes that we make. And oftentimes we let those control us. Oftentimes we collapse ourselves. What's in our heads and who we really are. And this idea of that's what I did brings this topic up to me of we talk about saboteurs, like negative self-talk and negative thoughts in your head. And oftentimes we collapse these thoughts to who we are. But in all reality, it's just a thought in our head, and we get to choose who we turn the volume up on, who we turn the volume down on in our head. So yeah, it's a really interesting topic. But I can tell you, that's what I did is definitely rings a lot of bells for me.
Thank you, Ray. At this time, please take a vote on who did the best job answering the question. Either Thomas, Jordan, Jason, Kayla, or Ray.
No, the ones who participated, how would we know how the
Oh,
others did it? So
sorry.
give it 1 second. Okay.
Oh, and sorry, and if you participated, you cannot vote. Not in this one. And Timer, did all of our contestants qualify?
Yes.
You did, okay. Then you may vote for Thomas, Jordan, Jason, Kayla, Ray. And if you competed, please do not vote. And please pass your ballots right here and I'll count them in a moment here. Actually, please pass them to Stephen.